looking at me. I know that they...
Hey everybody. So, I was able to, sorry for that. I was able to finish my my drum tracks. I was shocked. Just for fun, I set up the mics. I'm going to show you how I set everything up here. And I was shocked. I did it in 3 takes. It would have been 2, except that a giant dog who happened to be in the room, who's not close now. I was going to take a shot of him too. He decided to be a jerk and suddenly went, so of course that got recorded. I'm like, yeah, I can't use this take now. But I was quite impressed with myself that I got it done in 3 tries. I was like, oh, awesome. Now I had a little trouble with the cassette. It kept stopping, but I've gotten used to that. I think that's just age on the machine. So now let's look at how I did it here. So we'll start. Let me flip this around. And so what I've done is, I'm just grabbing glasses, hang on, because I have a hard time seeing on this screen. So, I'll just cut this part out. So, what I did was, now I'll show you the mics I used. I bought these Pile Pros. Here's the manual of it. Here's a look at some of the mics. So the other mics are still out. So I used 2 of those mics. These are for doing like toms and snares, and this is the kick drum mic. And if you're looking at getting it, comes all in this. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was not a lot, but it has worked really well for me. Pile PDKM 7s. Comes in their own case. Comes in a case like that. And so this is one of the mics on the kick. I put it just outside. I find if I put it too far in, I don't like the sound. It's too much thud for what I'm doing here. And I had to move some of my drum set away. That's why the bell's way over here. Here's the overheads. These are condensers. Those are my condenser mics. I just have them above the drum set. Let me see if I can pan out and give you a... No, it's panning in, panning out, it's panned out. So, you know, they're above the drum set. And now we'll go around. Now, I will admit I have a very small drum area. I have a very small studio as it is. So those are the headphones I used to listen to. And I'm sitting on my drum. And here's the last pile, this one. So that's just right on the snare. Now, the way I had to do it was, my 4-track is old. I don't use the headphone jack anymore because it just does not work worth beans. And so I put it beside me here. The reason I did that was so that I could play and record. Like I could record while I was drumming. And here's so I had everything going to the mixer. Everything went into the mixer here. This is it's a little Behringer. And the reason I used the Behringer was it had phantom power, and I wanted to record everything in stereo. So I have the overheads panned. If you can see that, so the overheads are the first 2. They're panned. Then I had the kick was next. I had it slightly to the left or to the right, and I had the snare pan to the left, not fully but panned. And these adapters I've had, these are Realistics. I've had these for over 20 years now. And I had them plugged into the quarter-inch side of things. And then I just had it going into tracks 3 and 4, left and right. And then I recorded them, so they're panned left and right, as you can see. Now what I had to do was, because my headset does not work, the headphone jack doesn't work in that anymore, I had to be a little more creative. Now I've broken it apart right now, but it was strung across here. You'll see this gray wire coming out the back of the monitor end here. And this was strung across. I did not use that floor tom. It was strung across and it came over and got adapted into this. So this is my headphone jack. I use it on my 32 track. and it went into my Art 6-channel head amp. And that's what I used. And then I have a 12-foot cable. Like, I've had most of this stuff forever, and it went over and onto my headphones, and that's how I did it. Now I'm going to play you the drum track. After all this, I'm gonna move the 4-track over back where I want it. The 4-track is going to replace what's underneath there, which is my 32 track. That's going to get moved over there, which is where I usually have my 4-track. And then everything will then we'll start doing guitar work on it and all that. And I'll show you how I bounce and all that. So that's it for this video. The end's going to be just me playing the drum track. I'm gonna do an overhead shot like that and blah blah blah. You know how I do things. So once again, if you're enjoying this, like and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. I'd like to know how far you're getting on your challenge, and I will talk to you later.